Hey guys, we're back with Life in the Smokies with Laura, and today we've got another awesome show, and I'm going to have entertainer Carlo Martini on the show, and it's going to be awesome. And first we're going to get a word from the sponsor, so we will see you guys here back in just a few minutes. Nestled in the heart of Dandridge, Tennessee is your all-purpose bait and tackle store. Conveniently located near Douglas Lake, Bucks and Bass, home of the Ledge Hog, has everything you'll need for your fishing pleasure. Rods, reels, plastics, lures, and terminal tackle. Visit them on Facebook, their website, or just stop in. Thanks, Bucks and Bass, for being a great community partner. Hey guys, welcome to Life in the Smokies with Laura, and I'm your host, Laura. And I want to thank my sponsor, Bucks and Bass. Thanks, Jason. We appreciate you so much. Today we have Carlo Martini. He is an entertainer, and we're super excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Laura. Thank you very much.
Definitely. So I'm so excited to hear about some of the stuff that you have to tell us. Now, how long have you been an entertainer?
Well, I started when I was a little boy in Italy. That's when I was born, and it started there. I think I was like around 8 or 9 years old when I appeared on a children talent show. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's the way I started. And I started liking the music and entertainers, and then movies, and dreaming of different things. And I guess that's the way I started.
Awesome, awesome. So you were in movies as well.
Well, I appeared on a couple of Western independent films, speaking role thing, and then I did a thing with in 1987 with Christian De Sica and Massimo Boldi. They're well-known actors in Italy, with the Laurentiis Productions, Dino De Laurenti, and then the thing with Steve Martin and Michael Caine. It was Rotten Dirty Scandal of, I believe that's what it's called.
Oh wow!
It's just extra though, but you could see him.
Nice, nice. Well, that's exciting. Very cool, very cool. So I see you have a CD here. Now tell me a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, this is a country CD. And although I am versatile, I do other style of music. Besides this, some Italians and Tom Jones and Elvis and Sinatra and all that. But this is a country CD, original stuff, and I was in 1985. I was billed as Nashville's first Italian country singer. I was on the Ralph Family show, and then I, in even early there, that I did other shows, and then Ernest Tubb gave me the first opportunity to get up on stage with him singing. Then a little Jimmy Dickens, and then a thing with Mel Tillis, after the years, and Mel Tillis, and I opened up for certain people, and even with Marty Stewart, and so forth. And I appeared on a couple of times on a radio station, the Ernest Tubb Midnight Jamboree radio station with Jane Adward, excuse me, and other artists, so forth.
Wow, that's impressive. That's a lot of well-known people.
Yeah, they were really nice, great artists, and very nice people to be around, like Johnny Cash and the late Johnny Cash and others.
Wow, you've had some amazing opportunities.
It was nice.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, so you've wrote a book here, and you said you dedicated it to your mom and dad?
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, I dedicated it to my mom and my father. They were born in Italy and all that, and the memories of them. And it's I started with their story, when they were in Italy, during when they were in their younger days, during the villages, during the war, and then in 1950, when I was born, in the 50s, they started explaining about my life, and then immediately coming to America, and I came to America several times. In 1956, with the Andrea Doria, the ship that that sank, in 1956. So, and then after that, traveled a few times with the ships coming to America, and then you know, and then we settled here, and I went to school here, and then it's got stories about Elvis and me and the family members and meeting Elvis and presenting Elvis a plaque, you know, a friendship plaque in 1977, February the 13th in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I presented Elvis a gift, and with Joe Esposito, and then Sam Thompson was the bodyguard, which, you know, I saw in a couple of days, and he, you know, we were talking about this, so he recalls that moment. You know, and a lot of things about Elvis and Memphis and friends of Elvis and different things, you know, the ranch, stuff like that.
Wow, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Wow, some memories that you have. Oh my gosh. That's so awesome. Now tell me a little bit about some of these pictures that you have.
Oh yeah, these pictures, those pictures. This is the first pictures, because when I was, you know, when I was little, I always dreamed of, you know, well, I always dreamed about America, but I always dreamed about, you know, show business and the movies, and, you know, and every time I used to go see a movie, I probably stayed there a few times and watch, but I dreamed, you know, and then the first autograph that I received was Haley Mills, you know, and which is one of my favorites, and actress, and then after that was Clint Eastwood, and Sean Connery is one of my favorite, and James Bond. I like the Bond pictures, and you know, stuff like that. So I dreamed it in music, and then singing. You know, I always loved Elvis, but one of my favorites, Tom Jones, and then, you know, other things. And so I dream about all this and try to achieve stuff. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Now tell me about this one.
Oh yeah, that one. That's this one. It's Enos from the Duke of Hazzard. And I think I pronounced it right. From the TV series, and is also a good friend of mine, and I had, you know, I know him for a long time, many years, and we still communicate, you know. So he's a really nice, really down to earth, really nice, you know, person, and a great actor, you know.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Now, what about this one?
Oh, this is David Copperfield, and that's David Copperfield. That's me, and that's David Copperfield. David, I knew him when he was 16 years old, because I used to live up north, and I love the magic too. You know, I like, you know, I mean, I like music, but acting, but I like magic too. And so we belong to the same brotherhood, Ring 200 Brotherhood of Magicians, and we used to have meetings like once a month. I was in high school. He was still in high school, and he wasn't too far from where I went to high school. So, and we used to meet there, and you know, and stuff like that. And that's when I got to know him, and we were friends. And we're still friends. I mean, if I see him, if I happen to see him, you know, we still reminisce the memories back then. And he was a great magician at that time, very, very smart, very good, but now he's one of the best, you know. So it's a really nice person, too.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
What about, now what about this one?
That one? Oh, yeah. You know, he was a great person, too, and little Jimmy Dickens. Jimmy, I met him, the first time was 1975. It was in Florida, and he was doing a show, and I went up to him, and I wanted to take pictures, you know, meet him and all that, and we started talking about music, you know, and so forth, and I told him I like to sing, you know, and he looked at me and he says, he was really down the earth fellow. He says, would you like to go up and sing, you know, on a show? And I said, whoa. And I said, well, I mean, I didn't rehearse for the guys, you know. And he said, hey, the guys are from Nashville. It's one of the best, you know, they back you up. Just give them the song. And he got me up and sang, you know, two songs. And it looked like I belonged with them for a long time, because they got the song correctly and all that. And so he gave me also the opportunity to sing. So Ernest Tubb and Jimmy Dickens they're the one that kind of got me up there, you know, and so forth.
And what was that like? Were you nervous? Were you nervous?
Well, you know, I mean, that was a little, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would be
Yeah,
so
well,
nervous.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm I'm standing next to a country legend.
Oh, right.
So it's
Wow.
like, just like Johnny Cash, you know, it's, oh, yeah, you get nervous, of course.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's not normal if you know.
Right.
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's, oh, yeah, that's Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Oh,
Great
yes.
person, great artist. Very friendly, was so friendly, very wonderful person. This was taken, I think, was 1979 or maybe early 80s or something. And I, you know, I got up and well, before he went, you know, much before he came out, and I got up and did a few songs for, you know, to open up. So I was very fortunate to go up and open up for him, and I was very honored. And you know, he's one of the, you know, he's one of the biggest, you know, legends, and
Oh, yeah.
a great man. You know, there's nobody like Johnny Cash. You know, he was unique. You know.
Now, how did you get the opportunity to meet all these people? And
Well, some, you know, like you perform and they put you in with them. Some I was very fortunate to just meet and, you know, regardless, and just go up and, you know, so forth. And just like Jeff Foxworthy, you know, and I got letters from, you know, he used to write me all the time, and he's going to be appearing on the 30th in Cherokee, so I'm going to go see him. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's fun.
yeah, yeah.
And so, you know, but I communicate. I just, you know, I just kind of go-getter, you know.
Yeah.
I'm determined. I don't give up. So.
Now, where all have you performed at?
Huh?
Where all have you performed?
Well, I did, you know, I was in Italy too, and I did some shows there, and while I was living there, and then I did a few things local, and I did some stuff in Florida, and then you know, up north. And right now I'm trying to pick up the pieces. I don't, you know, at the moment I don't have an agent or anything like that, so I'm looking for one. So, but you know, so forth like that, you know.
Yeah. Nice, nice. So, where are you currently located at now?
Right now I live in Asheville, North Carolina. It's
Okay.
like about a few minutes from there, I think. About down the road, about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And that's where I am at the moment.
Okay.
And about, you know, that's just the moment I'm living there at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. You know, are you currently performing now?
Well, right now it's kind of, you know, because I'm trying to go back to the studio and record some new stuff, and I'm hoping to go back to Nashville and do a few things, you know, so forth. And then just waiting for stuff at the moment. So, but one of my goals is also to perform in Pigeon Forge. I would really love that, even if if there was some kind of a event or something, I would love to perform in. I kind of like
definitely.
here. It's got great artists and great people and great talent here. You know.
Oh yes, definitely. Now, do you do? You said you do some country, so this would definitely be a great place
the
to
classic
perform.
country. I like that. I mean, with due all respect, but I like the classic country, and but I could do, like I said, I could do other artists, if they want me to. So.
Okay.
So forth.
Awesome, awesome. Now you're coming back on the next show to perform some songs, right?
When next time I come back?
Or on the next show. You're coming back to perform some songs for me, aren't you?
Oh, I am.
Are you? I thought you were. Are you gonna sing some songs for me?
Well, we didn't talk about it.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Guys, we'll see you on the next show. And remember, climb a mountain and have fun in life. See ya. Nestled in the heart of Dandridge, Tennessee is your all-purpose bait and tackle store. Conveniently located near Douglas Lake, Bucks and Bass, home of the Ledge Hog, has everything you'll need for your fishing pleasure. Rods, reels, plastics, lures, and terminal tackle. Visit them on Facebook, their website, or just stop in. Thanks, Bucks and Bass, for being a great community partner.